Hello students, I am again here to start a new chapter of class 3. This is chapter 3 of your SST book in India, our country. This is the part 1, and in this chapter there will be the major topic. Some major topic those we will discuss are basically the location of the India. Okay, we need to know the location of the India. In previous chapter we knew about all over the world. We knew what globe is, what map is, and here we study India a bit detailed manner, through seeing the map. You can see this is the India's map, and in the first topic we will learn about the India's location. Then we will learn about some common and physical features or physical divisions of India. Those are the Himalayas, northern plains, coastal plains, desert region, Indian peninsula region, islands. And next we will learn about the boundary of the India. I mean, what India surrounded by some countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, China. So we need to know about that also. So starting for the from the first, that is the location of the India. So now see very well that this is our location. I mean this is our global map. I mean this is our globe. As you see that this is a picture of globe. As you can see, this is a earth. Actually this globe is actually a true representation of the earth. You can see it is flat on the top, it is flat on the bottom also. And if you zoom the thing, you can see this, all these are the continent, all these are continent. This is Australia continent, all these are the continent, and this is the largest continent, that is Asia. This is the largest continent, that is Asia, and inside the Asia our India is located at. This is the India. Okay, so if we see, I mean if we zoom out this map, then we will see this exact picture. Okay, and if you see, this is whole Asia, this is the whole Asia, and India is, if you see the direction here, this is the northern portion of Asia, this is the northern portion of Asia, this is the southern portion of Asia, this is the western portion of the Asia, and this is the eastern portion of the Asia. And if you see the India's location, you will see India is located in the southern part of the continent Asia. Okay, clear up to this? That means what we learned today, that India is a country located in the southern part of the continent Asia. Besides that, we need to know about some geographical facts. That is, India is the second most populous country in the world. You can see that over 130 crore people live in India. Okay, and the next thing is India has the most diverse climate as well as most interesting climate zone inside the India. We can see it. Okay, now we will study about some physical features. So these are the physical features. You can see we have this mountain, beautiful mountain. We have a plain region, we have this beautiful river valley, we have this plateau region, we have this coastal region, we have also this great Indian desert or Thar desert. That is why I exactly told, or I recently told, that India has a very diverse climate. Okay, now let's study about the India's physical division. Okay, now you can see India is a vast country. On the northern side, India is separated from other countries by the mountain range called Himalayas. To the east of the India lies the Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. Bay of Bengal, and the Indian Ocean lies to its south, and the Arabian Ocean lies to its west. They form the four natural boundaries of the India. Okay, that means we don't have to create boundaries by our own. Yeah, from the northern side we have to create our boundaries, but from the southern side, from the eastern side, from the western side, we don't need to create any artificial boundary, because we have those natural boundaries. What are those natural boundaries? Bay of Bengal, Arabian Ocean, Indian Ocean, and we have our mighty mountain range, that are Himalayas. Okay, now let's study about the physical division. Okay, now you can see that we have 5 major physical division. Okay, if you see this map, you will know better that you can see different colors. You can see we have different colors, right? Some of the Indian zone are colored in green, some of the Indian zone colored in brown, some of the Indian zone colored in white snow, like white. So all these are colors are indicating different physical zone or physical area of the India. Like what are the main or the major landform of India? See, the major landform of the India are number 1 mountains, number 2 northern plains, number 3 plateau region, number 4 we have desert, we have peninsula region, and we have also desert. We told we have also the island. Okay, now coming to the part bit detail. Okay, now you need to know about several landforms. Okay, so again, these are the major 6 physical features. Okay, major 6 physical features, but we need to know about the 5 major. We need to know about 5. We need to know about 5 physical features. Okay, what are those 5 physical features? The northern Himalayan mountain, northern plains, the peninsular plateau, Indian desert, coastal plains, and islands. Okay, coastal region, coastal plains are also known as the coastal regions. Okay, but before that we need to know about some facts. That what are mountains? See, mountains are very high areas with steep slopes. Okay, if you see like this area, if you see if this is a mountain, you can see that these have very steep slope. Okay, in the north we have Great Indian Himalayan range, and this is the Great Indian Himalayan range. Okay, and this range has some highest mountains in the world, and the peaks of the most of the Himalayan mountains even covered with snow throughout the year. So the highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest, is also a part of this Great Indian Himalayan. Okay, now we need to know about the highest peak, that is the Everest. Okay, now many rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra rise from this Himalayas. Okay, some of the other hills we need to know that those are the Satpura hills and those are the Nilgiri hills in the southern India. Okay, we have two another major points or two another major major mountain chain we can see. These are the Western Ghats from the western side. I mean, this is the Arabian Sea and this is the Bay of Bengal. So in this side we have Western Ghats and in this side we have Eastern Ghats. Okay, now the next thing is the northern plains. What are plains basically? Plains are flat or level land in a large part of the northern India. You can see this is the northern part of India, is a large part of the northern India. Not this, like this. In the large part of the northern India, this is the northern India, are flat or a level land, or these are the fertile land. Okay, that means these are the productive region. Many plants we can see, and this is very very fertile area, and in this fertile area people can grow various kinds of crops. Okay, so these are known as, like these plains are known as northern plains of India, and it lies south, I mean the down south of the Himalayas. This area is also known as the Gangetic Plain. Why this is known as Gangetic Plain? Because the main river that is coming out from the Himalaya lies here. Okay, so Ganga, Jamuna, Satluj, etc., those flow throughout all these plains, and these rivers make the plain very very fertile. So that is why I told that many types of crops are grown here. Okay, now you can see the narrow steeps here. You can see this is the narrow steeps, like almost a half triangle. You can see this half triangle, this narrow steeps of the plain of the land. These are along with the eastern and the western coast of the India. This is the western coast and this is the eastern coast. Okay, now these plains meet at a place. These two place meet at a same point. This is the same point. Okay, this point is known as Kanyakumari. What? Kanyakumari. Okay, now these northern plains have some important river, throughout the year. These are the perennial river. That means the flow of the water is throughout the year in this rivers. So those rivers are basically what? Narmada, Tapi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. Okay, so these are the main river which lies in the southern part of the India, and the main river of the northern part is Ganga, Yamuna, and basically Ravi, Satluj, etc. Okay, but today's we don't. And also, yes, most importantly, Brahmaputra, and here we have Ganga and here we have Brahmaputra. Okay, and Yamuna is a Ganga tributary. You know what tributary is? You need to know, and you will tell me what tributary is. Okay, now the next thing is, we already told about this thing, so now we need to know about what peninsula is. So the first thing we had already learned about that the highest mountain peak is Mount Everest. And what peninsula is this? See, peninsula is this land. You can see, you can zoom out this land. This land is, this V-shaped land is known as peninsula. Okay, the land is surrounded by water on three sides. Remember, three sides. You can see this V area, this land is surrounded by water. In the west of this land we have Arabian Sea. In the east of this land we have Bay of Bengal, and in the southern part we have Indian Ocean. So that means the three sides, 1, 2 and 3, those three sides are basically covered by water. So this is known as Deccan Plateau or Deccan Plateau or Indian Peninsular region. Okay, you need to remember Indian Peninsular Plateau or Peninsular region. Okay, now we need to know about what islands are or what island is. Island is basically a land that surrounds by water on all sides. Now we need to know about this island. Now if you see this map very clearly, if we zoom out this map, see, if we zoom out this map, yes, we are zooming out this map. Okay, now I think everybody will see. Now see, you can see this kinds of lands here. You can see some separated land, you can see. Now those are known as island. Okay, now if we see defined island, so the definition of island is a land that is surrounded by water by all the sides. You can see all the sides. So these are, we have two islands basically. One is this Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and another sea, and another sea is, now let's see the western sides. This is, we have this Lakshadweep. We had this Lakshadweep area. In the Arabian Sea we have Lakshadweep, and in the Bay of Bengal we have what? In Bay of Bengal we have this Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, in the Bay of Bengal, this is Bay of Bengal, we have Andaman and Nicobar, and this is Arabian Sea, we have Lakshadweep. So what we read in this area or in this major topic, that let's study again, that is okay, let's study again, that is India is the second largest population. India is 7th largest country in the world area wise. India has 5 types of major landform. What are those important rivers? Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari, Krishna, Brahmaputra, Betwa, Narmada, Mahanadi, Tapi, etc. Okay, now those, some rivers are northern, some rivers lies into the northern plain. What are those rivers? Those are rivers like in the northern plain. Those are the Ganga is in this region. Some Yamuna is in this region. Betwa is in this region. Narmada is this region. And if we say what are the rivers, those lies in the southern region, then we need to know about Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. Okay, that you need to know. Now again we have learned about islands, we have learned about mountain region, we have learned about the northern plain. Now see, this is the northern plain, this is the mountain zone, this is the whole mountain zone, and this is the plateau region, this is Thar desert, I mean Great Indian Desert, and this is the coastal plain. Okay, this is the coastal plain, or we can see that সামুদ্রিক জায়গা, ঠিক আছে, সমুদ্রের পাড় আমরা বলতে পারি in Bengali. Now we need to know about the boundaries, very important of the part of India. I mean, what are the boundaries? Like India is connected to land on the northern side. You can see, if I zoom out this picture, you can see this is the northern portion and this is the southern portion. Southern portion are covered by all these Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, etc. right? But the northern portion is covered by the land area. Now we need to know about the land area, I mean the boundaries. Okay, now coming to the boundaries, I mean the rest of the India, I mean the southern portion of the India surrounded by sea, and the northern portion of the India surrounded by this, as this is the northern portion of India, those are surrounded by what? Other countries. We need to know the name of the other countries. You can see the boundary 1. This is the northwest boundary, and this is number 1, Pakistan. Okay, this is the part of Kashmir, today's Kashmir. This is basically not the whole, this portion is actually covered in Afghanistan. Okay, this Afghanistan, the whole this portion is surrounded, I mean the boundary is China. Okay, this is boundary Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, you can see Nepal. Okay, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a small country, you can see, this is known as Bhutan. Okay, and this is our West Bengal, we live in West Bengal, and Nepal is also border of West Bengal. West Bengal is also border of some part of Bhutan also. This is Assam, so this is also border of Bhutan also. Okay, now coming to the next part, sorry, very sorry. Now again see this, we have completed till Bhutan. Now coming to the part of this eastern portion. Okay, this eastern portion, you can see this is our loving West Bengal, and this portion is boundary of this area known as Bangladesh, a different country, and this Mizoram, this area of this country, I mean our country, is basically surrounded by Myanmar. So what we learnt all over the boundaries, what are the all over boundaries? If we see, so all the boundaries are basically the northern plains are covered by other countries or the landform. Those are Afghanistan, Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar. Okay, once again I am saying that the countries are Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Myanmar. So if we ask what are the neighboring countries, so you need to name this. Another neighboring countries we have, because we have the nearest one. Okay, if you see the nearest one, then you can see this another country, this is known as Sri Lanka. Okay, because this is the nearest one in the south. Okay, so all this about our boundaries. Okay, so this country name is very important. Now coming to the point of the wildlife of India. Okay, now the animals and plants, basically India is home of thousands of varieties of animal, birds, plants, flowers, etc. Okay, now if you see the picture, how many kinds of animals you can see, each and every kinds of animal you can see. We have great Indian rhino, we have Royal Bengal tiger, we have pelicans, we have giant animals like elephant, we can also have the Asiatic lion in the Gujarat. Okay, so this you need to know, this is in your page number 17. Okay, Now India's wildlife. India is land full of unmatched wild treasure, and the climatic condition and the geographical features make the country one of the top biodiverse spot on earth. Okay, because we have every kind of climate. We have winter in the north, we have snow in the north, and in the snow, I mean in the mountain region, we can find snow leopard. Whereas in the southern region we can find all the kinds of Kerala. In the Kerala is varied in containing in elephant, right? In the western region we can find the rhino, Asiatic lions. Our West Bengal is a rich flora and fauna, and West Bengal has Royal Bengal tiger. Northern area like UPs, we have the peacock, we have Malabar thrush. So a varied kind of wildlife India has because of the geographic features and all kinds of climatic conditions, right? So next thing is the people of India. It is also very important for your exam, because India is a vast country. Okay, India is a vast country with many people living in it. These people from the population of the country. Okay, that is why we have the second largest population in the whole world. Now people in India speak variety of language, they eat variety of food, they have variety of dress selection. You can see also they have variety of dress selection, they have variety of religion. You can see we have all the kinds of religion here, we have all the kind of dresses here. This you can see fine Bengalis here. You can see we are Bengali, we are comfortable in sari, and we most of us wearing sari like this, not like this nowadays, but this is the traditional Bengali sari wearing style. These are the Tamil style, these are the Maratha style, these are the Gujarati style, these are the Punjabi style, and they have another dance form. Parsi we have Marwari, we have Christian, we also have Bihari, we have Kashmiri, we have Kashavadi, we have Koli, we have Gorkha in the northern plain or the northern region, we have Bhil or Santal, we have Sikh. In the Punjabi as well as Sikh, we have Muslims, and a varied style of dressing sense, varied style of fooding sense, and people belonging to also many religious faiths, customs in one country. Never forget that in one country, and that country is India. Okay, so that means this is our theme, that unity in diversity. If some other country come and threaten us, we will unite and we will fight back, right? We will fight back against China, we will fight back against Pakistan or another country. Okay, if any country come and tell us no, you are not well or you are kamzor, so we will go and we will show them that no, if we all come together, then nobody can defeat us, right? So this is all about our country, up to people of India. In next part we will learn about our government and states and union territories. Okay, but before that we need to know about some important thing, that is India is a unique country. Here people belonging to different religious faiths have lived together for centuries. This is a very special heritage we have. We have Meenakshi temple in Madurai, we have cathedral, we have Santhom cathedral in Chennai, we have Golden Temple Gurdwara in Amritsar, we have Jama Masjid in New Delhi, We have Mahabodhi temple, that is the Buddhist in Bihar. We have also Jainism, that means all kinds of religious beliefs, religious customs practiced here without any problem. Okay, so this is our theme. We need to remember throughout our whole life that India is one nation and we have unity in the diversity. Okay, so the points to be remembered or what we discussed today, that is India's location, that India is located in the southern part of the Asia. What are the natural features? That means the mountains, the plains, the plateaus, the desert, etc., islands, etc., India's wild animals and India's people. Okay, so all these are very very important and you need to know about all this. Okay, so in your book you study up to page number 18. Clear to all? Thank you so much.